Hey biology people, Mr. Poller again. In this video, we are going to be looking at creating a bar graph with error bars. In our last video, we were looking at data from a student simulation where students were investigating the role of camouflage in the survival of a prey species. We calculated the average, standard deviation, and 2 times the standard error of the mean. This column right here was looking at how long the mice survived when they were on a black background. Because the mice were light colored, they were fairly easy to spot and they did not survive on average for very long. The second trial tested the survival times of mice on a brown field. And again, there, the light colored mice stood out against the background and their survival times actually matched the black field for this data set. And then finally, the third trial was looking at survival times of the mice on a tan field. Because the color of the mice matched the tan field, we did see on average that the survival times were longer for the mice, 4.4 compared with 3.0 for the brown and black fields. But is there a real difference in these numbers? By only finding the average, we can't really say how confident we are that camouflage matters, that it makes a difference in how well these mice are surviving. So we'll do some additional statistics to help us really answer the question, is there a real difference in the survival of mice that can blend into their background? Our independent variable was the different colors of ground. The dependent variable is the average time to hunt and catch all of the light colored mice. So we're going to graph this using a bar graph. Now, I want to create a bar graph using data from the 3 backgrounds, or the 3 ground colors, black, brown, and tan. So I will just go down here and I will highlight those 3 columns, okay? And I'm going to go Insert, Chart, and right away it's indicating that it's encouraging me anyway to use a bar graph and don't have error bars, right? So what I want to do is to figure out what those error bars are going to be. Google Sheets makes this kind of tricky, but we can work around it. We can work with Google. In order to create our custom-sized error bars, we are going to be using this, right? So we have to manually adjust the size of the error bars using a formula that we're going to plug in these 3 places in our sheet. In order to make the error bars the correct size on our graph, we're needing to use a formula. So I'm going to click into the cell where I want this to calculate and type in my formula. So equals, now I'm going to put this first part in parentheses. I want the 2 SEM value, so I'm clicking B48, dividing that by the average. That's right here, B45, close my parentheses, and then multiply by 100. And I get 11.6. Okay, I'll adjust the number of significant figures there. I'll just make this bold. I'll match the size. Okay, going to do the same thing here and here. Now I can actually just take these and I'm going to borrow this and correct it. Control copy, click here, paste it. Instead of B column, I want C, so C48 and C45. And then right here, again, clicking the cell, function, and now I want D column. So D48 and D45. Okay, and there we go. Let's adjust some weird. Oh, I didn't do that right. Okay, I'm gonna adjust my sig figs here. And this one I need to fix. D needs to be a 48. There we go. Fix it. There we go. We fixed it. And let's go ahead and change our digits just to clean that up a bit. So we got 11.6, 10.8, and 11.7. Let's go ahead and add the error bars. So for this, I'm going to click on my chart. All right. And I'm going to go to Series and column 1. I want to add an error bar, and I'm going to do a percentage. Google, as a default, will use 10%. but we want to change this. So I'm going to go ahead and put this at 11.6. Okay, and you can see it's entering an error bar right here. If I were to then click over to this one, I want to go an error bar for my middle. I'll change the colors later. This one's going to be 10.8. Okay, and you can see it's roughly the same size because these are really, really similar. It's a little bit smaller. Watch what happens if I increase this, right? So if I put it in at 20, it makes it a much larger error bar. Let's put it back to the correct value of 10.8. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and click on this final one right here, and we want that at 11.7. Okay, so error bar value 11.7. And we got it. The interpretation of this graph, and in a moment we're going to look at cleaning up this graph so that it will line up with the expectations for graphing that you want to meet if you're taking the AP Biology exam. When we look at the graph, we can see that the error bars for black and brown really overlap. They really overlap a lot. They're almost identical. What that means is that the mice stood out on that background. They were easily seen by the predator. So that means that there's not a difference in the survival. Light-colored mice on a black background, light-colored mice on a dark brown background are pretty easy to spot. So there's no difference in their survival rates. Now, when we look at the data for the tan background error bars are well above what they are for the black and the brown trials here. So that means that the mice, the light-colored mice, when they're on the light background, they're surviving a significantly longer period of time. And that means that the camouflage is benefiting their survival. It means it is increasing their biological fitness. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this video helpful. If you need to create graphs by hand rather than using a spreadsheet program, you want to check out the video up here in the upper right corner.